Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to the Instant Reaction Post-Game Show live right at the Pepsi Plaza. I'm here with Jessica Black, Philly, Vince LaRosa, after another black and gold win. Yeah, that's right. I said another.
But just keep racking them up, baby.
Keep racking them up. And guess who's here today? Giorgio Chiellini.
Celebrating on the pitch right after the game. Like, he's loving it, high-fiving guys, giving people hugs. I mean,
Chiellini's already winning, and he hasn't even played.
True.
He's certainly endearing himself to everybody here. The minute he came on the Jumbotron, everybody went nuts, and for good reason. We're doing so exceptionally well as a team, and we haven't even had Chiellini in the starting lineup, or even on the bench for that matter.
So for those of you here, those of you at home, we're just telling you our instant reactions, how happy we are. I'm assuming everyone's happy, but
Hell yeah, we're happy, Connor.
if you want a full in-depth breakdown of the game, as well as some other news, you can tune into LAFC 360 at 1 p.m. Pacific time this Wednesday on 110 Football's YouTube channel, where we'll analyze, break down.
Special day.
Very special day.
Because of the holiday.
Yes, 4th of July. We're not doing it
Also,
on
it's
Monday.
Galaxy Week.
And it's also Galaxy Week.
Not sure if you guys know that.
A lot of stuff to go over. Make sure you tune in on Wednesday. But here we are. We do this bit on 110 Football in hashtag in our feelings. So we got these popsicle sticks with emojis on them, and you guys can join in at home with what you feel. How are we feeling today? Should we do it at once?
Countdown.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, come on.
I mean, yeah, there's no doubt that, the trash can needs to go into the trash today. The man face.
I hope
shouldn't
we
be a
never
man
have to
face.
use this trash can again.
I mean, it feels so much better when you can pull this out. I don't even know if there's an emoji that can depict exactly how excited I am.
You guys-
these are exciting times in LAFC, guys.
yeah, when are we going to get a Philly emoji?
Who scored for the third game in
You
a
mean
row?
a horse emoji?
No, you emoji.
Chicho.
Who scored for the third game in a row?
He did.
See that guy right there?
By the way, who assisted once again to Chicho?
Oh.
The man on the back of my jersey, who everyone thought, hey, can those two play together? Skilled footballers, they find a way.
Yeah.
Yes, they can play together just fine.
This is one of the first times that I thought the front four, like including Sifu, because I thought he had a lot to do
Sifu
with
was
what was
incredible.
going on up in the attacking third. That was the first time that I've actually seen those four players connect and combine the way that they did. You can tell that they were splitting, Dallas's defense open. They spread them out, and then they kept hitting balls
there you
right
go.
down the middle. It was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Chicho.
I love that.
Who scored for the third game in a row? Chicho.
Chicho Arango. Shaxi is cashing and keepers. He's thrashing. Yes, it's Chicho. Straight games, baby.
3
with a
straight
goal.
games, and I agree with Jess. There was something just electric about the front four, as you put it, because Sifu was so good today. But what do you think it was? I mean, the passes were zipping around. I think maybe they were taking up such good starting points and able to find spaces in such a way.
Everybody was active. They were making runs. They seemed to have the same thoughts, the same brain. Everybody was on the same page. And we haven't really seen that before. The pressing, it was orchestrated. And I think Carlos Vela had a lot to do with it. I think his energy and his experience holding the balls at the right time, putting it through at the right time. The timing of every pass was really, really good. And even when it got shut down, every once in a while, we kept trying those difficult passes. So I don't know. It was that connection was just so good, and it's what we've been looking for, that click, and it looked like it happened today.
I think the biggest mistake Dallas made was trying to be physical with us. Now, looking at seasons past, we've had teams
they
like...
took a chunk out of Carlos.
They certainly took a chunk out of Carlos, but an angry Carlos is a much better Vela. And you clearly saw how passionate and how aggressive he was throughout the course of the entire match. I thoroughly thought that he was going to score a goal. He came close on so many plays, but he did assist to Chicho, which was a fantastic pass. And now Carlos is leading the team in assists. Actually, he might even be tied with Jose Cifuentes, but I think that was Dallas's big mistake. They tried to take a page out of Portland and Seattle's book by being physical with us and kind of skewing us out of our game plan, but I think that just fired us up to go out there and kick some FC Dallas ass.
No. We want them here. I want them to be closer, if I could.
So we do this bit here on 110 Football called Stock Up. This is one player or one thing that you saw that maybe exceeded your expectations. So, Jess, I'll start with you. What was your stock up for this game?
This may sound weird, but my stock up is Carlos Vela. I think over the last couple of weeks, there's been a little bit of what's going on with him? Is he still injured? Why is the energy not up? But you can tell from minute one, he was on it. It was like the old Vela that we knew before. His passing was crisp. He was pressing. They couldn't live with him today. And that's exactly what we need. We need that experience and his quality up top in those positions. And so I thought he had an amazing game. It's difficult to pinpoint one specific player because I think you could name 3, 4, 5, 6 players that had really good games. But the difference between Carlos Vela tonight and over the last couple of weeks was a stark difference. And yeah, this is the guy that we signed. This is our franchise player. This is him. You know, he was there.
I saw the team photo. You know, they gathered together in 11.
Yeah.
The biggest smile on the captain's face. Like, he's loving it. He's happy to be back in LA. And I agree with you. When Carlos Vela is on the move, when he's receiving the ball and he's moving towards defenders, not just flat-footed, and then give credit to his teammates, runs off the ball. Every time Carlos Vela received the ball, there was 2, 3 guys making runs. It was like, just pick your poison. Figure out what you want to do. And that, I think, again, going back to the sharpness of the front four, Carlos Vela was incredible. And I think it started a little bit in the prior game when he was playing that false 9 position. He's finding his feet in a way, and I think he's much fitter than he's been all season. And you're right. It seems weird to say he's a stock up, but he's pling at another level again.
What did you guys think about Carlos Vela today?
That sounds like a scarf to me.
So
Jeez.
I'll leave it to one of you guys. If you guys want to come
train
here
whistle.
and say what your stock up for the game is, come on over here. Chicho?
Sebastian Biaga.
Ooh.
Good choice.
He doesn't get a lot of chances on the field, and what he showed today, none of the offense can pass him. Every ball in the air, he won. It's actually 2 center backs, Sebastian Biaga and Murillo. Last game, Murillo played amazing, and that's stock up.
So,
like it. That's
to your point,
That's a good one.
we have Chiellini coming into town. We have Mamadou Fall on the bench. We have Daniil Henry. We have Eddie Segura coming back from injury.
I forgot
And you
about-
just mentioned that Ibiaga and Murillo are playing very, very good.
Yeah.
What's next?
Well, remember when this place was Winger FC? People were like, oh, we're going to sign another winger. Now it's like center back FC.
Center back
Which is
FC.
kind of weird. But we still score a lot of goals. We still look super pretty. I mean, that's all total football.
Yeah, what I like about Ibiaga and Murray in particular is that they're very aggressive, but they're also quick. So
Yep.
we can play high line and we can really squeeze the pitch, and we're just right up there on the halfway line. And every time they try to send it over the top, they just swept it up.
Yep.
It just is so nice. And I think Ibiaga, like you said, has really stepped up. I don't think a lot of people had he was almost like a rotational option or
It was a
backup.
very nice depth piece.
Yeah.
And it got thrown into the deep end.
Yeah, and he's a lot.
And
I think he's done a
he's
lot
not just
better than
swimming,
we
he's
give him
thriving.
credit for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He likes
Yeah.
the deep end.
Yeah. I think it's fair.
Billy, stock up?
I mean, economically speaking, we've been in somewhat of a
Get
bear
out of
market.
financial plan or
Well, I mean, this is like my build-up, Vince.
I know.
And I was going to
Okay.
say the only reason Carlos Vela played so well is because, well, he realized that you listened to him. You wore his jersey, and he was really happy about that. So you're the reason. It was the La Rosa blessing.
So for you guys who
If you guys could
don't know,
all tweet him and tell him that. just
Hashtag
so,
La Rosa
if I can
blessing.
get back on his good side, that would be really nice.
we did the Max and Vince podcast, and Carlos Vela joined us on the podcast. And because Chiellini is coming to town, Vince asked Carlos Vela if he can wear a Juventus jersey around the Performance Center. And he said not until he gets a Carlos Vela jersey. And so Vince...
The real MVP stock up Vince La Rosa, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
First jersey of the
Oh my God! Everybody here's happy about that.
All right,
you need to be
calm
happy. You need to own it, my man.
Okay.
As far-
Please give your stock up so we can not be so embarrassed.
I mean, I got to tip my hat off to the second leading scorer for LAFC, who's only 1 goal behind the leading scorer of LAFC. I'm talking about none other than the man who scored 3 straight games, Chicho Arango will
There you go.
surpass Rossi with all his golazos. Oh, yes, it's Chicho. Anyway, I could go on with this Barry Manilow song all day long, but look, it doesn't matter if he's scoring 3 goals. He's everywhere. He played physical. Even when he was on the counter, pressing the ball forward, he was taking knock after knock. He's such an aggressive player, and you like that. He's streaky, but now he's playing with confidence, having scored in so many games. He got the start today. I think at this point, with Gareth Bale on the horizon, we're wondering who's going to be the forward that's going to be sitting the bench. And I think it's going to be Brian at this point because Chicho is playing exceptionally well. There is no reason for him to not play because he's doing his thing, man. 5 goals, he's taking care of business. Chicho Arango, stock up, baby.
I mean, I don't know if I totally agree with you. I think Brian has something to add. But yes, Chicho Arango is in a
Saying
vein
that for
of
years,
form.
Vince.
No, but he's also been a different player since he's
What
been
is it,
healthy
three-
and come
three,
back.
4 years now?
Unfortunately, yeah, 3 or 4 years now. But he's still only 21. But look, this gives you options. I think we're going to always need options. We're going to need depth off the bench. There's going to be games when guys just run into a wall, and you're going to need to bring someone off. But yes, Chicho as of right now, is top of the team sheet. You do not take him out until he stops scoring.
I'm just gonna do my stock up really, really quickly. This is the bench, the depth off the bench. Mahala came off the bench. We scored another goal from a player coming off the bench.
Yep.
It's an
wasn't Latif.
unbelievable statistic.
After
it was okay. Relax.
After a horrible
Relax.
touch, and then he goes, "Hey, have some of this."
Yeah.
And literally just shoved it in the top corner.
So we're gonna move on to stock.
Wait, I don't get to do my stock up?
Go for it. Hey, Chris told me to move on. Who's Chris? Good question.
No one knows.
The voice of God
No
for
one
tonight.
knows.
My stock up will be a little bit out of left field, a little bit off the bench as well. Eddie Segura.
Yep.
Man,
Eddie,
being able to see
Eddie.
Look, guys, I'll tell you this. Watching him come on the field, seeing how happy he was, and then when you all chanted in the stadium, he kind of just tapped his chest, and I think he really appreciated that. I bet you got a little teary-eyed because he feels the love from the fans, and he loves you guys. I know there was no place he would rather be than on the pitch during that long 9+ months that he had to spend off of it. So even just getting to see him in a cameo means he's that much closer to the Eddie we know and love, and honestly, it couldn't happen to a better defender, one, but also a nicer man. I love Eddie Segura, and it just makes me happy.
Great.
Also, for you guys watching, feel free to get close. Get in the action. We don't mind.
Yeah,
we're-
get closer. We want to hear
we're
you.
a family here. We're good.
Did everybody have fun today? Yeah! That's what we like to hear. That's why we're here.
So now that we did stock up, we're gonna move on to our stock down. There isn't too much. Do we just want to scrap this segment, Vince?
Oh, I got a stock down.
Maxime Crepeau.
I mean, yeah, you.
Tough one.
No, that was Marco
we got a
Farfan
I got a nitpick here when we went 3-1.
Hell of a goal by Pereira.
It was a great goal, but you know what? He bit on it, thought he needed to come out and punch, maybe off a header, and that's what, if he stays exactly where he is before the ball is kicked, he tips that
Well,
over.
the best thing that happened on that entire sequence was Marco Farfan not being a part of the play. I mean, if Farfan was there, that wouldn't have even cleared the wall. But
Yeah.
Ferreira, that was a dynamite goal,
And
man. Goal of the month candidate.
And I'll give Maxime a bit of break here. Seafood never should have fouled Marco on that. The ball's bouncing. Marco has no control of it. No reason to hack him down. He didn't give up that.
In Crepeau's defense.
I thought you were going to say in Crepeau's defense, he's Canadian. And that just right there.
He did come up with some pretty.
Connor
pretty
is
good save.
very, very
I don't
much
know what
Canadian.
you're talking about. There's no bias here whatsoever.
Oh, didn't we just make a bet about Canada?
No, we did not.
There's
there's no record.
There's news involved right
How
now.
dare
Okay.
you? We have
Okay.
receipts.
There is. We'll
Just
settle
gonna leave it flat there?
No, we'll settle it on the show.
No, I think Canada
Or at
will
the
try to
tattoo
settle it in
parlor.
the World Cup, and then maybe we'll be
And
at the
they
tattoo
will.
parlor.
Well, if Maxime isn't starting, maybe we got a chance.
Well, there you
Jets
go.
are falling
Sorry,
off the
Maxime.
wheels, man.
Yeah, does
Falling off
anyone
the
else
tracks. What you
have a
got?
stock down? Sorry, again, I apologize. Maxime Crepeau, one of my favorite people. Obviously, a goalkeeper. I wouldn't want any other goalkeeper on this team as of
I
right
think
now.
for you,
but I had to nitpick.
It's just one more error that has happened again, right?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's a series of errors, and they had started.
But they're
to-
all different.
They're all different, but I mean, there's still errors. And he went through a long period of time being kind of like the best player, and everybody loved him and all that. And this is just what happens when you're the goalkeeper. Everybody notices every single thing that you do when it's not right. It's so different than being a field player. So Maxime Crepeau still has been a fabulous signing, but yeah, he made a mistake today. You know,
We
is what it
moved. We
is.
still won 3-1.
Yep.
Come on. We
Again,
moved.
like I said,
Top
I
of the
was
league.
nitpicking. I honestly, even when that went in, I know the kind of volume went down for a half second just because the team was playing so well, and it was like, what? How can this even happen? But I didn't worry for a second. I knew with the way the team was playing, they were going to come
wait,
out.
hold on. There was a period of time after we scored where we were playing not as good.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that? We had a dip.
Good for a hot second.
I think that was a part of the dip,
But-
right in there.
But can you play well for 90 minutes straight?
I mean, I don't expect that 20-minute dip.
Sure. Fair.
You know, that's all I'm saying. We're nitpicking.
Keep
We're
saying
nitpicking.
dip, and she's making me think of 4th of July, and I want some chips with dip. Sorry. Just in my brain.
But we won. It's
been a long day.
That was the
It has
best. This
been a
was
long
the
day.
best
We
game
did the
of the
clean.
season.
I feel like we need to move
Chiellini
on now.
presser. We did, yeah, let's move on.
Yeah. I don't get a stock down?
What's next?
Do you got one?
The wave. I don't like the wave. The wave
There were
is
so
my
many
stock
waves.
down. I can't believe that it reared its ugly head in
Some
Bank
people are
Cowboys
some
Stadium.
people are upset with you about that. I've seen some faces.
I'm
There's
not
a
a fan.
fan
Hands
of
up,
it.
hands up
There's
if
a
you
fan of
like
I
it.
thought
the
I
wave.
lost that at
Not
Shea
one.
Stadium.
Hands up if you like
That
the wave.
cowboy Chris, ladies
Hands
and
up if you
gentlemen.
didn't like it.
People
Pop
love
up
the
our
wave.
Rafferty
Everyone
in
do the
house.
wave now. Just kidding.
Okay,
I like that.
I can accept the wave. after
3 goals, we start doing the wave.
It's fair.
I mean, after 5 goals, I'll just moon the opposing team. I'm down with that too.
So
All right, moving right along.
So moving on for you guys here and at home, we host the pregame tailgate at this spot 30 minutes before kickoff. And in that pregame, we have our shot on target. Our shot on target is one thing that we would like to see the team do in the game as if we were the coach. So we're going to go around the panel and see if our shot was on target. So Vince, you're up first. Was your shot on target?
My shot was make them defend. And I felt like LAFC had a lot of the ball, saw a lot of the ball. And to Jess's point early on in the show, the front four was on fire. They were moving the ball quickly. There was runs off the ball. I mean, they threw everything at FC Dallas. Dallas, look, that's a good team, but they're a young team, and that's what I said in the show. Like, the more you make them defend, the higher the chance of mistake. They just have some young guys, and I really think that that was the game plan. They got out early. I'm going to allude a little bit to your shot, Connor, because it was something you said, get out early, get out there and put them under pressure. So I think both of us might have been right.
Tattoos.
You're
Oh
getting
boy,
one.
I can't wait for this reel.
And Philly, what was your
Parents
shot?
will never forgive me.
I mean, for me, it was a matter of LAFC needing to pay attention to Pereira and Areola. Areola, all right, he was there, but Pereira was all over the place, both offensively and defensively. And man, you got to tip your hat off to that goal. Yes, you could put it on Maxime, but
He still had to finish.
he's still at the finish, and like a lesser player wouldn't have come anywhere near that kind of shot attempt, and that was impressive. But with LAFC being the second half team that they are, and for the first time since 2019, I wasn't worried that the opposing team answered right away after we scored a goal. To me, again, second half team, I knew we were going to come out in the last 45 minutes of this game and put the schmack down on FC Dallas.
The what now?
So
The
the schmack down.
How'd you spell that?
Smackdown?
I don't know. I mean, you could incorporate an S, a C, and H. I don't know. You don't talk to me about spelling.
I just did.
You don't want to talk to me about spelling is what I'm saying. But look,
You're a
Ferreira-
numbers guy. I forgot. He's a
I'm
numbers
a numbers guy. But as far as like,
letters
look,
guy.
they did what they could. Ferreira still came through, and that's not so much like a complete team defensive effort as much as this Maxime proposed. But all in all, like they did what they needed to do.
Right.
Jessica, was your shot on target?
Yeah, I mean, I said play like your position is up for grabs because it is, and I do think Mahala stepped up late in the game. I thought Masovsky did have a good game. I know that there's times where he has good plays and it doesn't quite come off, but he finished his chance and he played really hard, and I thought he was a lot better than I've seen him in the past. I would not be surprised if that was not due to the fact that you have Chiellini standing in the stands and you have Gareth Bale on his way to LAFC. Competition for places and that pressure on you to maintain your spot it's a big motivator, and I think it's the best thing that a team can have. So I think it was on point, and I think a lot of players really stepped up today because it's not just pressure, it's also just knowing that we're building a really good team and they want to be a part of it. So yeah, I loved it.
My shot was score early, and we scored in the first half.
Yeah.
That's reason to celebrate.
Yep.
Because we don't do it too much this season.
There was chances. There was a few good saves, and then finally,
We did it.
I'm still that pass from Seafood to Danny.
Ah.
Just the way,
Oh.
the vision to see that window, and Danny just buries it. I mean, incredible. I was talking about that pass throughout the rest of the half just because it was such a good pass. Seafood, again, incredible. Only wrong step was that foul that led to Jesus Ferreira's goal.
But I mean, is it that really big of a deal? Like, look, that
It could have been.
That free kick goal is a kind of a freak goal,
Yeah.
right? It's a silly foul, but that
I mean,
happens,
like
right?
at 1-1, if we had not kicked it up a gear, we might have, not gotten the point. So I think we are nitpicking, but it depends on when this kind of stuff happens. We were in the ascendancy, we were playing all right, then this comes in. So yeah, I do think Sifu needs to be more careful and not foul unnecessarily, but that doesn't take away from he had at least, it was like a 9 out of
was a
10
great game.
performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants to be on that plane to the World Cup with Ecuador.
He does.
You can tell.
You know who else does? Cheeky Palacios.
I know.
He
So
had an incredible game too. It's
we're
great.
going to move on to a segment that we like to call Let Me Sleep on It. This is one thing that you might not be quite convinced about just yet. Philly, we'll start with you.
Who sleeps? Who wants to sleep in this era of LAFC? I can't sleep on anything. I'm far too excited, far too optimistic, and I was the one who came into this season being cautious, more so than most of my counterparts here. I'm not sleeping. There's nothing to sleep on. I'm going to stay awake until we win this bloody MLS Cup, baby. No sleeping for Philly.
That'd be terrifying if you stayed awake until MLS Cup.
I mean, I would literally
Power
make
move.
it physically.
This is not the way that this Let Me Sleep On It works, but I'm going to sleep
No,
on
I
it.
get it, but
just
still.
Giorgio Chiellini's here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to go to
No,
bed.
you're gonna sleep well.
I'm going to
knowing that
sleep
he's
well
here.
knowing that the captain of my favorite team has now joined my favorite team that is where I live, and he's here, and he's perfect.
So can someone please?
Love letter to
There we
Can
go.
someone please clip that? And
He's perfect.
Someone's got a crush.
God, I haven't seen you blush like this ever.
Unabashedly. And I have makeup on.
I didn't know
Pardon?
you wore makeup either. I just learned that about
Yeah,
my
do you guys think this is my
partner.
actual face?
Oh my God. The movie business has gotten to you, Vince.
I've just let out so many secrets on this show. Let's move on before I
Wow.
get
Your
your
agent make you put on the
Jessica,
makeup.
what
in.
is your? Let me.
I don't have an agent. I need one.
Yeah, I think I want to sleep on what Philly said about Chicho Arango being a starter and Brian Rodriguez maybe not once Bale comes in. I don't know how I feel about that. I think I've always kind of had the idea that Chicho, was probably somebody that would maybe fall out of the starting lineup and Brian Rodriguez would be the guy to come up. But if Chicho is playing the way that he is, he deserves to keep his starting spot. And we do a lot of projecting upon Brian Rodriguez that he's going to be this certain type of player. Sure. He hasn't become that yet. So should we hold space? I'm not sure. Chicho is really impressing me. So yeah, competition for places. I love it.
Yeah, no, this train is at full speed, and you rather get on or you literally get off.
Yeah.
My Let Me Sleep On It is similar to yours, Vince, but I actually don't think I will be able to sleep because every single night I'm going to lay there thinking about a match on July 8th that is against a team from Carson where Gareth Bale and Giorgio Chiellini will be both possibly making their debuts. So I'll be thinking of those scenarios in my head over and over and over again. There we go.
I think this is the best send-off we could imagine.
Guys, I don't know. I don't know if I can hear them. Can you guys hear them? I don't know if I can hear them. That's what I'm talking about.
LAFC fans have never been happier.
Yeah.
Never been happier.
It's just getting better.
Galaxy, we're coming for you, baby!
Hey, let's not forget, we still have an open DP slot.
Wait.
We also still
Carson
have a
Galaxy.
game on Saturday.
Hey, what happens in Canada stays in Canada. Hey, you guys know, you guys are all seeing your guys on the live stream. You can tell all your friends, hey, check me out on the 110 Football live stream, and they should join us next time, huh?
So not the next time we're back here, July 8th against the Galaxy, Bale, Chiellini.
And we want to see every single one of you here.
So if you guys want to see yourselves on the stream, you can go to the 110 Football YouTube channel. And we also have some content coming up this week. So let's check out the 110 Football schedule on Saturday. Vancouver versus LAFC watch party at 7 p.m. Pacific time, live from the LAFC and 110 YouTube channel. Vince, where is that going to be?
It's going to be at King of Wings in Lawndale, and that is the official LAFC watch party for the weekend. So join us. You can hang out with us, or if you can't be there, we're like your buddies at the bar. You get to watch the game with Connor and I as we talk a little bit of trash, and we're unabashedly LAFC fans throughout that entire match.
And then on Wednesday, LAFC 360 at 1 p.m., where you can find out who the player to watch winner is. And Angels Wear Boots at 4 p.m., our lovely show about Angel City FC. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We see the chat. We love you guys. Thank you guys for joining us in person. We will be back here July 8th against the Galaxy. There we go. That's more like it.
What a glorious evening.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.